Hey there, how do you do? Gary Glass back with you after, gee whiz, I was 3 weeks in Atlanta with a group. It was so much fun. And I'm back. We're going to continue reading Napoleon Hill's The 12 Miracles of Life in the Science of Success series. We've gotten into the middle of the chapter on the fourth miracle of life, which is the mastery of poverty. And we're talking about the 12 great riches of life, and we're all the way up to riches number 7, and I think we'll get through number 10 today, and we'll go from there. We'll keep going on. So hope you're having a good day. Hope life's been good to you, and I look forward to sharing a little bit more with you. So here we go. From Napoleon Hill's The 12 Miracles of Life, the fourth miracle of life on poverty, mastering poverty. So the seventh riches, the seven of the 12 great riches of life is the willingness to share one's blessings. So to in my language, that would be just to be generous with each other. So Hill writes, he who has not learned the blessed art of sharing his blessings with others has not found the true path to enduring happiness. For happiness comes mainly from sharing oneself and one's blessings. Let it be remembered that the space one occupies in the hearts of others is determined precisely by the service he renders through some form of sharing. Let it be also remembered that all riches may be embellished and multiplied by the simple process of sharing them where they may serve others. Neglect or refusal to share one's blessings is a sure way to cut the line of communication between a man and his soul. A great philosopher said, here we go, the greatest among you is he who becomes the servant of all. So kind of reminds me of what Drucker said. Peter Drucker he had so many great quotes and so many great shares, but he was asked, what is the purpose of business? And he answered, to serve society. And he continued, and in order to maintain that ability to serve society, the honor and the privilege to serve society, that the business needed to be profitable. Otherwise, it wasn't serving appropriately. So anyway, another great philosopher said, help thy brother's boat across, and lo, thine own hath reached the shore. And yet another great philosopher said, whatsoever you do to or for another, you do to or for yourself. That sounds pretty good. And actually, let me see, has that been the case? I want to say that that has been the case in my own life. Hmm. Number 8, a labor of love. There can be no richer man than he who has found that a labor of love is the highest form of expression of human desires. Man, I can remember when I was working hardest for over at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, we'd be deep into a project and just loving it. Just would it be sometimes overwhelming and sometimes taxing? Absolutely. And the all of the teams, everybody on all of the teams who just so loved what we were doing. The mission truly came first. It was just fabulous. Labor is the liaison between the demand and the supply of all human needs, the forerunner of all human progress, the medium by which imagination of man is given wings of action. And all labor of love is sanctified because it brings the joy of self expression to him who performs it. So you want to love what you do. If you don't love what you do, either change your mind and begin loving it, or, and if that's not possible for you, for whatever situation or circumstance, uh, go ahead and start looking. There's all kinds of great stuff available. Do the thing you like best. There we go. And your life will be thereby enriched. Your soul will be embellished, and you will be an inspiration for hope, faith, and encouragement to all with whom you come into contact. That I feel is very true. If you ever run into somebody that just loves what they're doing and how uplifting it is for yourself, and you can see how uplifted the individual is, it's just beautiful. Engagement in a labor of love is the greatest of all cures for melancholy, frustration, and fear, and it is a builder of physical health without equal. Here we go. Riches number 9. How did they call them? Let's take a peek. The 12 great riches of life. So here's the ninth rich, or riches, or however that's supposed to be pronounced. Number 9, an open mind on all subjects. Oh boy, do we ever need this. Tolerance, which is among the higher attributes of culture, is expressed only by the person who holds an open mind on all subjects towards all people at all times. And only the person who maintains an open mind becomes truly educated and is thus prepared to embrace and use the 12 great riches of life. A closed mind atrophies and cuts off the line of communication between an individual and infinite intelligence. An open mind keeps the individual eternally in the process of education and the acquisition of knowledge with which he may take possession of his mind and direct it to the attainment of any desired purpose. So good. And here we are for the 10th out of 12 great riches of life. Number 10, self-discipline. And oh my gosh, I know this one is just critical. We have a group that we get together every morning, Monday through Friday, from 5:30 to 6:30 a.m. We write down 10 things we're grateful for. We write down our goals. We write down 6 things that we can do that day in order for us to achieve our goals, or at least to get a little bit closer. These goals are like 1 year, 3 year, 5 year goals. And what are you going to do today on something that you want to have finished up in 5 years' time? And being able to have that clarity of mind and to be able to chunk down, or to bring the activities down to the ridiculous in scope and in size, so that you can be doing something, maybe even half a dozen things each day. Earl Nightingale said, write down 6 things a day that you can work on towards your goal, meaning a 3 year or a 5 year goal. So anyway, here, self-discipline, number 10. The person who is not the master of himself may never become the master of anything outside of himself. He who is the master of self may become the master of his own earthly destiny, the master of his fate, the captain of his soul. And the highest form of self-discipline consists in the expression of humility of the heart when one has attained great riches, or has been blessed with widespread recognition for services rendered. Self-discipline is the only means by which one may take full and complete possession of his own mind and direct it to the attainment of whatsoever ends he might desire. This completely reminds me of well, what do you know? Huh. I didn't open that up. Here we go. It reminds me of this quote that we read every morning at our self-discipline camp, where we recite together, everybody that's on the call. I am and it's this quote from Napoleon Hill where he says, "I am the master of my thoughts, habits, and actions. Each day I choose discipline and positive habits that aligns with my highest self." Not with the self that you are today, but the self that you need to be in order to achieve your goal. What are the internal resources that you need to continue to develop in order to be a better and better person, and to be better and better at whatever it is that you've chosen to do? So we'll start in with this again. The person who is not the master of himself may never become the master of anything outside of himself. He who is the master of self may become the master of his own earthly destiny, the master of his fate, the captain of his soul. And the highest form of self-discipline consists in the expression of humility of the heart when one has attained great riches or has been blessed with widespread recognition for services rendered. Self-discipline is the only means by which one may take full and complete possession of his own mind and direct it to the attainment of whatsoever ends he may desire. So good, and such a great little bit of a reading. So I think that's going to do it for today. Tomorrow is going to be an especially excellent day because let me see, number 11 is the capacity to understand people. And we're going to go down the list of 9 items that motivates people, from the emotion of sex, the emotion of love, the desire for material gain, all the way down to the emotion of anger and fear, and a whole bunch of great ideas in the middle. And then we'll finally we get to that 12th number 12 of the great riches of life, which is finally economic security, because it's not all of these. We started off with a positive mental attitude, and we've just finished up. We've gotten as far as number 10 with self-discipline. None of these, the first 11 of the 12 great riches, have anything to do with economics. Only the 12th one. So we'll get to that one tomorrow, and we'll probably, yeah, that'll finish this chapter tomorrow. And then we'll get to the fifth miracle of life, and that would be failure may be seen as a blessing, and it absolutely may be. And so we'll talk about that in the coming days. So hope you have a fabulous day. Hope everything's going well for you. It's beautiful and sunny and warm here in Southern California. And oh boy, getting to go to Cancun in just a few days. So everybody, I hope to see, actually, I hope to see a number of you there. So we'll have a great day and be well. God bless us, everyone. Bye bye now.